So, in all likelihood, you are returning to school tomorrow after the winter break. I hope yours was glorious. Mine was. But here are 4 things to help you with a smooth transition back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Grace Stevens. I am a teacher and an author, and I combine 20 years classroom experience with my 2+ decades of studying positive psychology and neuro-linguistic programming to help teachers have a more positive teaching experience. So welcome. So here we go, 4 things. The first thing, and I feel this in my soul because it's something I'm struggling with today, and that is that feelings are complex. They're not binary. It's not an either or. Either we're happy or we're sad. Either we love teaching or we don't love teaching. So what I mean by that is feelings can coexist. You can love teaching like with all of your heart and know that it's what you're meant to be doing. And you could still be anxious about going to school tomorrow, or dread going to school tomorrow, or be bummed about going to school tomorrow. It's okay. It doesn't make you a bad teacher. It makes you human. Today, I had decided that I was completely gonna take winter break off work, and I did. I didn't think about it at all. Anytime I thought about school, I told myself, that's a Sunday problem. That's a Sunday problem. And here we are, it's Sunday, and I don't know that I had imagined that at 6 o'clock on a Sunday night I would start working on lesson plans and getting my head straight. But what happened was I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, anxious, stressed. I was in San Francisco with my boyfriend, and to be honest, I came home early. I was just like being a downer. I said, I want to go home. I want to get organized for the week. And lo and behold, I checked my email. And after I had left school for winter break, I had received an email, and all it said is new student Monday and her name. And so, of course, now I'm, wow, like, I don't have a desk, I don't have books, I don't have a Chromebook, I haven't made a little note tag, I haven't, all the things I need to go to school tomorrow early to do. And then I'm going to remind myself, the only thing I need to do tomorrow is show up and be happy to see her. That's okay. We can sort the rest out. But I'm going to set my intention. I'm going to get to school early, look for her on campus, because parents aren't allowed on campus anymore. She's new to our school. And you know what? I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to say, I'm so glad you're here and you're going to love our class. That's it. She needs more than a Chromebook. So anyway, so that's the first thing, is feelings can coexist. Actually, it's the first 2 things. Feelings can coexist, and, students don't need perfection from you, but they do need for you to show up as your best self. So that's 1 and 2. How are we going to show up as our best selves? So here's my tip for that. And this is going to be number 3. To help you show up as your best self is to focus on that one student. You know what I mean? I have a room of 32 of them. It is a circus this year. There's no other way of saying it. And I got to tell you, I pretty much got ninja classroom management skills after 2 decades. But even I'm finding it difficult this year. But I'm just going to focus on that one student. I know I've got more than one. Probably you have more than one too. But that one student who is just going to be so excited to be back in school. Winter break wasn't magical for them. Maybe their household is dysfunctional. They miss their friends. Maybe they missed being in a structured environment in your classroom that provides safety and respect, and they know what to expect. And they're just going to be so happy to be back at school tomorrow. And of course, you already know they might not show that in the most appropriate ways, but know in your heart that they are happy to be back in school and to be back in the room with you. And so show up for that one student. When many students in the room are not doing what they should be doing, look for the one student. There'll be more than one, I promise you, who's doing exactly what they need to do and who is so excited to see you. Maybe they worked on their some kind of project over winter break. For example, we've been doing science projects for months, it seems. And the final presentation it's a Flipgrid video presentation, and it is due the middle of January. I'm sure there are some kids finished it over winter break because that's what worked for their family. So I'm going to be really cognizant tomorrow that when some kid runs up to me and says, "Did you watch it? Have you seen it? What did you think?" You know, I didn't watch any videos of your Flipgrids over winter break. I took 2 weeks off like I was supposed to. I'm not going to say that to them. I'm just going to say, you know what? I can't wait to see it. That's great that you finished it. Okay, I'm not going to be irritated. There was no kind of unspoken agenda that it should have been grading their stuff over break. You know, that's my stuff that I'm bringing to the situation. They're just excited. There's going to be one student, at least one, who is so excited to see you, to be back at school, to start learning again. You know, show up for that student. All right? So there's our first 3 things. Our 4th thing is put on your joy detective glasses. That's my superpower, being a joy detective. Like when I teach kids to look for text evidence, we get out our fake magnifying glass to look for text evidence. I look for things that make me happy. It's as simple as that. I set my intention. Before I leave the house in the morning, I tell myself, today, I'm going to find at least 5 things that I like, and I'm going to find them. So maybe in between every period, just set your intention. I'm going to find one thing I like in the next period. You know, I have some glasses that have sequins all around them. They're big round glasses with sequins, and I often take them to staff meetings and somebody will say, "What are those?" And I'll whisper to them, "They're my love glasses." Right? So put on your love glasses or your joy glasses, whatever you need to do. Just look for one thing that makes you happy and you'll find it. You know, you'll look around the room, you'll see kids who are on task, you'll see a kid help another kid, you'll see a kid be so excited for another student that they're learning and that they helped them, right? That's the things you want to look for. You'll find that kid who says, "Oh, I got it," right? Like, that's magic to us. That's what gets us up in the morning, right? So look for that. Don't worry about the rest. The kids acting like clowns, not on task. They all have come to school. Some of them have had no boundaries for 2 weeks, right? Their parents don't understand that what they didn't need was a new Oculus or iPhone. They needed boundaries, right? They probably stayed up too late. They're tired. They're not excited about being at school. They're probably acting out. And, you know, you can't help that. You have no control over how they show up. You can only control how you show up. And I'm going to show up, hopefully, looking for the best, looking for the kids who are doing the great stuff. And I'm going to manage the rest. That's my job. I'm going to take responsibility for managing the classroom behavior, but I'm not going to take it personally. And, you know, maybe I'm even going to acknowledge the kids were probably bummed to be getting up early. Hey, me too. It was magical for 2 weeks. You know, what I relearned was when I don't have an alarm set for 5:30, you know, my body likes to sleep till 7:30 or 8. You know, don't get to do that until whenever the next break is, you know, and that's okay. So anyway, I hope these things make your transition back to school tomorrow a little easier. Okay, so remember that one. Emotions can coexist. You can be a great teacher. You can quote unquote love teaching and still be kind of worn out by this year, which is only halfway through. To show up for that one kid. Just show up for the one kid Put on the love glasses, look for things you like. You know, how you show up matters. Tomorrow, I want to show up, I want to find my new kid, and I want to tell her, I'm so glad you're here. You'll love it. All right, get a good night's sleep and go crush it tomorrow.